They're back with some incredible food here in the CI Kitchen. 217 Foodies is a massive Facebook group here in Central Illinois focused on all things food. Group admin Jevon Shaw has brought Brian Reilly, the owner of Cured Catering. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Jevon, you're the admin or one of the admins with 217 Foodies. Tell us a little bit how you got involved with the group.
Yeah. I joined the group about the beginning of COVID. There's only about 200 people in there, and I joined because I'm a big foodie. I like to cook. I like to show off what I'm cooking, and I joined that group to kind of do that. I was in the group, made friends with the guy who started it, and a little bit later he asked me to join the admin team.
That's awesome. We've had Anthony here, great guy, and this group has really exploded. Now, I think you're being a little bit modest because you are quite the home cook, and you make a lot of cured meats, which I think is how you got involved with Cured Catering here with Brian's company. Tell us a little bit about how you guys got connected.
Yeah, so as COVID was starting, I needed a new hobby. I kind of went into this rabbit hole research on cured and making charcuterie and all that stuff, and I started posting all that stuff to the group. Brian started seeing those groups. He's like, hey, we want to make this stuff at Cured. Can you help me out? I was like, let's do it. And so here we are. Now I make cured meats with them.
That's awesome. Well, speaking of making things, Brian, what are you making for us here today?
So today we're doing kind of what Cured does, and we're doing our version of a Creole Gumbo. We've taken some classic ingredients, and we've brought some Illinois into it. And so by that, instead of the okra that's typically in a Creole Gumbo, we've brought some ramps, which are Illinois grown, and they're actually, the Chicago is from an Algonquin word called Chicawa, which is wild onion or ramps. So that's how local these ramps are. We like to do our own version of things and bring in something local. So,
that is awesome. So seasonal,
pretty fun.
Local. Those ramps look a little bit like green onions, but a different color.
Really similar. They're like a leek. So it's got layers. It's a little bit milder than a full-grown onion, but there's a lot of different flavor profiles. We've actually taken the tops of these leaves and we put them in, we kind of pureed them and put them into our gumbo, and it adds a lot of flavor, a lot of layers to it, and it makes it Illinois, so it kind of makes it local for us. So.
Now, why don't you you're getting started on that cook there. I can hear that sizzle. Tell me a little bit, Jevon, about some of the meats that you've brought to Brian's catering company.
Yeah. So we've done a lot of different salamis and different type of, we've done capicola, we have done prosciutto. I did this, this is a poblano smoked sausage that we're adding to the gumbo that I made. And then we're still
this sausage is yours. You made this sausage.
Correct.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. So now, my understanding, Brian, is that 217 Foodies has actually played a critical role in the growth of your business.
You know, we most likely or most often get tagged in 217 Foodies when people are looking for custom catering, when they're looking for wedding catering. Those are the things we do, and we often have people pose a question, who have you used for catering? Who have you used that can do custom things? And that's really what we focus on. And so it's really been helpful for us.
That's awesome. Now, I'm starting to get the smells coming out of the pan here.
Nice.
You're cooking both those are called ramps?
So those are ramps. Yep, those are wildly grown around here, and I'm just going to put a little hard sear. A lot of what we do with Cured is we'll prepare some things in our kitchen, but we'll also do some things on site because the sights, the smells, it's all pretty interesting and it's kind of fun. People, I'd say more people are into food these days and kind of the adventures and the making of food, and so a lot of times we'll do stuff like this on site, and we will, with our catering company, kind of bring a little of that flair to the event.
You guys kind of bring a theatrical experience to the catering experience.
It's more than just coming in with a foil pan full of potatoes these days. We like to do some interactive stations. We like to bring the experience to the event and add a little bit more to the event with that.
That is so cool. Well, these smells are starting to fill up this kitchen. I'm really excited to give this a try when it's done. This is, what did you call it, Creole Gumbo?
Creole Gumbo.
Creole Gumbo. All right, we're going to try this coming up. We're going to give Brian's Creole Gumbo a try. In the meantime, make sure to connect with 217 Foodies on their Facebook group. We'll connect you with them in Cured Catering on our website after today's show. Don't go away.